Hi, I'm Jack Zufelt. I want to talk to you about a phrase that's been used a lot throughout my life, where I've been told by teachers and by my parents, and maybe you've been told this too: you need to get your button gear. Maybe you've said it to yourself: I need to get my button gear so I can make things happen. I got to get going. Need to put my button gear. Well, that's a really cool phrase. We know what it means, but saying that doesn't get anything in gear. In fact, there was a company that came out with a little button, and they wrote into it, it's engraved into it, button gear, and there's a gear. See, it looks like gear shift, or not shift, a gear. And so they sold these as keychains that would allow you to carry with you, so it would remind you to get your button gear. Kind of like the day they came out with a little round thing that said it was a little piece of wood that said round to it, T-U-I-T, because one of these days you're going to get around to it. Well, here's a round to it, and they would pass those out like wooden nickels. Little cute things to remind you of stuff like getting your button gear and getting around to it. Well, those things are cute, but they mean nothing. You see, the only thing that'll get your button gear is if something you want is really important to you, is a core desire. Only then. It's like, I didn't really want to go to the gym and exercise, but I knew I needed to get my butt in gear to get going, to get in shape, because I was not in shape. I'm talking about recently. And so one day I felt strongly in my heart that it was time. In my heart, and that's where it matters, is in your heart. And I was ready. And I started getting up at 6:30 or 7 o'clock every morning and hitting the treadmill. And I started cutting my portions down considerably. So I started losing some weight and getting into shape. Not exactly overweight, but I need to lose about 15 pounds. Point being is that getting your button gear, that's what it looks like. What'll cause you to get your button gear or get around to it? Only one thing: a core desire. Only one thing: a core desire. So it's important that you find out what your core desires are in every area of life. And that's what my book does, The DNA of Success, and that's what my website does, or my audio program does. That's what everything I do is about, is helping people figure out what their core desires are and then showing a methodology to make it happen. For example, mentors. I talked about that a lot and have preached that concept all over the world. Get mentors to help you learn how to shorten your learning curve to become highly successful at whatever your core desire is. A gold medalist. Follow me on my blog, jackzufelt.com. Go to my website, dnaofsuccess.com, and get my book if you just want to jump to the bottom line and start finding out what it really takes to be successful, which is core desires. What does it really take to get your butt in gear? What does it really take to cause you to be able to make yourself do things? Only core desires, which flips on the switch to your conquering force, which then gives you the authority, the power, the drive, the stamina, the stick-to-itiveness to make it happen. Jack Zufelt here. Talk to you again another time.